My dear ones, Romans 1 verses 20 adds in to say, For the invisible things of him, that is God, from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. People who are legalizing sin, the Bible says they are left with no excuse. Why? Whatever God created continues to scream before us that there is a creator. That is why when you see things that are to do with Deuteronomy 4:19, it says that, Lest you lift up your eyes unto heaven, and when you set the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven should be driven to worship and to serve them which the Lord your God has divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. Now, this one also speaks a lot to a number of different individuals that have legalized all the things that are known as false. People worshiping the crescent moon, people worshiping individuals, people worshiping particular mountain, people worshiping worshiping cows, worshiping snakes, worshiping a number of different things. Those are all things that are to do with legalizing things that are unrighteous. The Bible says we are known to worship anything that God himself created. Worship only goes to God, but there are a number of people today who are worshiping a number of different things. Today, we cannot miss to add in the list people worshiping money, mammon worship. Things that God created alone, they speak a lot to us. Verses 21 of Romans 1. It says, Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not. How did they know God? They knew God through the things he created. Swine is swine, cattle is cattle, goats are goats. There's a difference between male and female. But today, you hear the issues that are to do with the LGBTQ issues today that has become so very much common with the sex change and all of that. Everything that God created, the Bible says in Genesis 1, it says, all of them, they were good to him. Now, when you hear people say that God made a mistake, I was supposed to be Susan, but they are calling me Steve, there is a problem. When you hear a person who says that, you know what, I was supposed to be Mark, but I'm called Jennifer, that alone just shows that there is a problem. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not. How did they not glorify God? They never